I'm OJ McDowell, owner of Springs Detailing at 3507 North El Paso Street, and we're a full-service detail shop. And like a lot of detail shops, we do a lot of things. We do deep cleans on the inside. We vacuum, we blow out all the cracks and crevices. We can wax your paint, give you a full car wash. We can do ceramic coatings, clear bra, window tint, you name it. But there's one thing we specialize at more than probably any shop in all of Colorado Springs, and that's paint touch-up. So the thing about scratches is a lot of scratches are just in the clear coat. And so we buff those out with a process we call paint correction. And paint correction is just removing scratches from the clear coat. But some scratches, like this one right here, they're a little bit too deep to be buffed out. And usually you know that when you can feel it with your fingernail. When your nail hits it, that means it's through in the paint. Now this isn't as bad as a lot of the scratches we do for paint touch-up, but to make that scratch look close to perfect, we do have to do paint touch-up. So I just want to walk you through our process for a thing we call sanded paint touch-up. So a lot of times with a scratch, if you're trying to fix it or you're trying to touch it up at home or you have someone who doesn't really know how to do touch-up doing it, they'll just take a brush with the color and they'll just kind of glob it on there. And that's what touch-up will look like. And you do that enough times, you have enough chipped scratches, you'd be almost better not doing paint touch-up because it's just a giant glob of paint. It doesn't look very good, okay? So we don't want to do paint touch-up here at Springs Detailing like that, and we do not do touch-up like that at Springs Detailing. What we do is we use a precise color match system by eye, and we use as small an instrument as possible to apply paint to the scratch. Then we heat the paint and sand it flat. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna touch up on that scratch as thin as possible. And now we just gotta get that dry so we can sand it. So this process is the heating part of it, and I'm just gonna show you a little bit of it because this actually takes a few hours. We heat it, let it cool, heat it, let it cool many times over a few hours, and then we're gonna sand it flat. But we just take the heat gun and we're just gonna heat that painted area until it's hot, then we'll let it cool. And we do that several times over a few hours. So the time comes after we've done a deep scratch on a car that could not be buffed out, that needed sanded paint touch-up. We've put the touch-up on, we've heated it, now we go and we sand it. And so the key is just to sand at the level that's gonna flatten that touch-up paint down and so it stays inside the scratch, but it's not thick, okay, on the surface. So I got the sand marks here from where I sanded. I put some compound on it. I'm just gonna buff out my sand marks. And so now what you have is the scratch has been blended into the paint. So not only can you not see the scratch, it also is filled with paint touch-up, so you're not gonna have an issue with rusting, and the finish is smooth instead of a big glob of paint touch-up. So if I can get the cameraman to come around here to the other side, if you can see them, there's a lot of what we call spider webs or swirls in the paint. So the process for that deep scratch is called sanded touch-up. But if you wanted to remove all these scratches, if you'll notice it's smoother where I buffed out the sand marks than it is up here. The reason is that we corrected all those little light scratches when we buffed it. And that's a process called paint correction that can remove all these swirls and scratches. So kind of no matter what your issues are with scratches, from the very lightest scratches that can be buffed out, all the way to key scratches and scuffs you got in parking lots, Springs Detailing through sanded touch-up can make your car look 60 to 80 to even 95% better without you having to go to a paint and body shop. So bring your car or truck by, show us the scratch or scuffs. We'll let you know if we can help you out, if we can make it better. And come visit us at 3507 North El Paso Street.